Hey lovelies, it's G here from Golden Thread Tarot, and I'm here to bring you another channel message. I hope this message is finding you blessed and full of abundance. Just so you know, I'm outside, but it is kind of thundering and in the background and things like that. So if that's an issue for you, here's a fair warning for that, okay? Let's go ahead and jump in and find out what kind of message Spirit has for you today, okay? Oh, it's a bunch of movement happening. Stuff's happening. So some kind of big change that you've been waiting for is happen. It's been taking a long time for it to come about, or a long time for it to manifest. Wow. But something that you've done recently, or something, some kind of plans, or some kind of, like, you've stayed determined, you've stayed focused, you've stayed driven, you've stayed like, yes, I see this. This is a vision. It's going to come about. And because of that, you are getting a chance for a brand new beginning, and it's rushing towards you. So we had the Knight of Pentacles as well as the Knight of Swords came out together, okay, as well as the King of Swords, not King of Swords, sorry, King of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. Tell me more about this Ace of Cups, please, Spirit. The Star. Some kind of recognition is coming forward for you here, for something that you've done, some kind of project that you completed, or something that you've put out there, or something that you've created. Seven of Swords. You might have really not told anybody about it, and I feel like this is gonna sneak up on you. Like, it's just gonna be like, what? Page of Swords. It might have been even something small, or something short, or something like it's kind of like, oh, I'm just gonna put like this little thing out, and or I'm just gonna tell this story, or I'm just gonna say this, or say this. I feel like it's something that you're unexpected. Like, say that you're working on several different projects, okay? And you have one project that you've been working on for months and months and months. You know, you've been putting so much work into it, so much effort into it, you know, like doing first drafts, second drafts, you know, drawing, sketches, whatever it is, over and over again. You just like, and then one day you're like, oh, I'm just feeling kind of, I need to take a break from this project. So I'm just gonna just do a little sketch right quick, or do a little something, make a little short video, or I'm just gonna do this, you know, it's gonna be fun, and it's gonna just be whatever. And that thing that you didn't put that much like effort or thought into, like, you did put effort into it, but it's like not as much. So something here unexpected is actually going to, which is something that you just like really quickly do, or quickly say, or a little message that you put out there, or a little something that you do, um or like, if you say you have a website and you create products or something like that, you could create some kind of like novelty product, right? So you have this whole line, we'll say you have this whole line of, I don't know, soaps or something like that, okay? And you put so much work and dedication into like all of your like regular like soaps and stuff like that, and then you decide, you know what, I'm gonna put out some kind of red and green Christmas soap that's, you know, themed on this or something. You know, it's like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer themed, and you're just like, ha ha ha, it's just a little one-off thing, it's cute, ha 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 ha, and it just blows up. Like, you put it out there, you're like, TTT, ha ha ha, I made it in a single day, or I just made like a small batch of these, it's fun, you know, it's just a little novelty thing that I did just for fun, because, you know, whatever, just to kind of get my mind off of my big main project that I'm working on. And you put it out there, and it just like blows up, and like everybody and their mom, or like some celebrity buys it. It's like, this is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my whole entire life. And suddenly like your website gets like shut down with people who want the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer soap, and you're like, really? And people are like, we demand the Rudolph soap. Rudolph, Rudolph, Rudolph. That's what I literally, people are just like demanding, like, we want this. And you're just like, are you guys serious? I made like 100 bars of that or something like that, and like, I think it is going to bring traction. Like, it's going to bring publicity, and there will be people who are like, who try the novelty or just the one-off thing that you do for fun, and they're gonna come, and it's gonna bring them in to the longer project that you've been working on as well. Like it will eventually connect with that on that way, but you're just kind of like, really? Like I put out like all this work. I have all these like really detailed, say that you're like say that you produce content, that you make videos or something, right? And you make these really detailed scripted videos that have all these different skits in them, or all these different jokes, or you do all this, and then you put out some silly little TikTok that you were just, or a silly little short or something like that, and you were like, bloop, 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 and you just said something right quick, and you were like, "Pot, that's funny," plop, and you post it, and it goes fucking viral, and you're like, really? Like that is what goes. Like something that I put like zero effort into, that I just did for fun, that I just wasn't even thinking about, that I kind of just like was like blah blah blah, and then I put it out there, and it just gets like picked up and like put in a meme or something, and like goes everywhere, and you're just like, what? That is what, like, okay. But Spirit is like, well, you can either get all hung up or get kind of butthurt about it, or you can, or yeah, thank you, Spirit. Or yeah, because I kind of had to look for that. I was like, where did it go? And it like landed underneath me. Ace of Pentacles. Or you can see this as the serious blessing that it is, right? Because it's out there. Like your face is out there. People are clicking, people are watching your videos, or people are buying your art, or people are consuming your products, or people are like, hey, like I know this person makes this little made this little silly thing, but have you tried their rose petal soap? Oh my god, it's amazing. Like I know that they really got known for this little novelty soap. We're going back to the soap thing. I know that they really got known and blown up for this novelty soap, but have you tried this soap? Have you tried their citrus bar? No. Oh my god. It is so amazing. It has my skin glowing, or it has this, like, you guys should actually try this and take it actually seriously, because wow, this person actually makes really, really, really good products, not just little funny stuff, or hey, I know this person blew up because of this little whatever. They're reminding me of that kombucha girl. Do you remember her? The kombucha girl, where she was just like, no, well, and she just made that little TikTok, made that little, and it blew up, and she has made a whole career. She has like podcasts and like all this stuff now that she does out of that, makes, has a whole channel and does a whole video, and she doesn't necessarily, and she was just, got known and got blown up for that one little thing, and she's made a whole thing out of it, right? It's a possibility, so don't be like, what, are you serious? Like, that little whatever is what got people. Just be glad that you got eyes on you, be glad that you got people coming towards you. Yeah. Page of Cups, and it actually might be the kind of change up. It's that like Spirit's like captured that energy, right? You had such a like, not heavy energy, but you were taking it so seriously, and it was when you just kind of, got this idea, this will be so funny, I'll just do this, or ha 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 ha, you put that out there, and you put it out there with that intent, where you're just like, this is just gonna brighten people's day, or this just made me laugh, and I thought this was funny, or I thought this was peculiar, like, look at this, whatever. It's a mistake, but you know what, I'll put it out there, and if you guys want to buy it, like, sure, you can buy it, and then the people are just like, give me more, I eat it, and you're just like, what exactly? So it's just like this energy of just like, oh my god, I can't believe this happened, like, that's insane. The Sun and Wheel of Fortune. This is, yeah, but I mean, it's really about Eight of Swords. Can you see the opportunity that this is? Can you see the changes that this is going to manifest into your life? Can you see that this is your manifestation? Even though it might not have shown up in the way that you expected it to, you might have been like, God, I'm making this whole big giant product, and I'm making this project, and I'm doing all this, and I'm putting my hours and blood, sweat, and tears and years worth of work into this. Like, let this blow up. And then something that you make in 5 minutes blows up, and you're like, really? And Spirit's just like, hey, be grateful that it got out there, okay? Be grateful, because ooh wee, Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. You are really going to be able to cash in on this, okay? You are really going to be, this is something that might change your whole lifestyle, okay? Yeah, this is something that's going to change your whole, like, path that you're on right now. Not change it, but it's going to give you, I'm hearing lucrative. Like, I'm getting like this sense of like, you're going to be able to, you're going to be able to take life a little less like I'm fighting for my survival, and take it a little bit more like I can play around. I'm okay financially, so it's not like this has got to hit, this has got to matter, this has got to get views, or this has got to, this has got to sell for how much money because I got bills due. And it's like this energy here of you being like, actually, I can take a little bit more time. Actually, I can, yeah, I can do things for fun. Yeah, I can just fuck around and find out. Yeah, I can just kind of play around. Yeah, I can afford to put silly. It's like when an actor like first gets onto the scene and they blow up, and they get typecast or something like that, and then finally at one point in their life they're established enough to start doing all the little quirky indie films, all the different kind of, I just want to do something different. This is, or like when a magician, gets discovered and they have to make a certain type of music for radio play, they blow up, they get their money, and then they're like, actually, I can really focus on putting out some kind of genuine sound, and not the sound that'll make me popular, or not the thing that I thought was going to make me blow up. It's like, oh, I put out all of these like radio hits and they just did okay. And then I just messed around and made this TikTok one time a cappella, and it's kind of the music that I actually like to make. I'm just being creative and silly, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, this is your sound. That's it. I would buy a whole album full of stuff that sounded like this." And you're like, "Okay, I got it. Okay." Like, hmm. Yeah. You manifested this in, magician. Yeah. This is gonna be some really like beautiful times for you. Oops, sorry. This is gonna be some really beautiful times for you, Three of Cups. It's gonna be a big celebration here for you. But I do think that it is gonna cause like, unfortunately, I do think it will cause some friction, either with your current schedule, or it might be a situation where you're like, I really like my job, but I gotta move on, or I gotta do, if I really wanna, something like that, where it's like, it's gonna change up your energy and the way, and it might kind of be a thing where it's like, well, all the plans that I had laid out and everything, my time schedule is kind of just like sped up, or, the way that I thought things were going to be is not exactly how they're about to be right now. So I kind of just got to go with the flow and like jump in on it while I got it. But there is, spirits here is saying like, definitely follow your truth, and do what you know is right for you, but also be discerning with this Queen of Swords here. Be discerning. And also there's this energy of here of like, be like, make smart choices, like be smart about this. Like, it's like, okay, when the eye, gets on you, you better be ready, because here it comes. Here's the eye on you. Put out your product, put out your stuff. Here it is. Put it out there, launch it, drop that new single, be ready for it, have it waiting and ready, because it's going to blow up, it's going to get big, and you're going to have eyes on you, and you're going to need to be ready, right? Be ready to just kind of like spontaneously get there. There's also this need to like be flexible, because my legs are like starting, like they're kind of like aching, and I'm kind of having to like, you probably see me like shift my weight around a lot and move my weight around. It's like this energy of like, oh wow, like suddenly I'm really being asked to like shake off this hangman energy and like really start moving and grooving and shaking and expressing myself, and like kind of just having fun with it. And there is an energy here too of finding balance too, like finding a balance between like happiness and playtime and work time as well, right? With eyes on you, you might kind of get this energy of like, oh, gotta take advantage of this 15 minutes, gotta take advantage of when eyes are on me, because eyes might leave me again, and spirit is like, as long as you are consistent and you are disciplined and dedicated, but you are also having a good time and doing things that feel right for you, like this energy is going to build on itself, and it's going to have this momentum behind it. Yeah, you just have to put like, you have to put your energy out there. You have to put your song, your like, it's kind of like you're calling in, like putting out a siren song, calling in this energy into you. And now what you have to do is make sure that you are maintaining this kind of like jovial spirit, or this kind of like lighthearted spirit to it, where you're just kind of doing it for the love of it, for the happiness that it brings you, and that you're kind of um they're saying like cashing in on that. but in a way where it's like, okay, well, here's your opportunity, so make the most of it, right? The Tower. It is gonna require some major changes for some of you. Like I said, it could require a change of work. It could require a change of location. It could require. It's gonna require a lot of changes in your lifestyle. Like I'm hearing like upgrades in your lifestyle. Like it's gonna cause a lot of changes. Like things aren't going to be able to stay the same as they are now, but the things that need to change are going to be things that but the things, excuse me, the things that change are going to be things that needed to change, or that we're bringing more stagnant energy into your life, and that you needed to kind of switch it up. That you needed to kind of switch it up. Okay. Hmm. Okay. You wanted me to switch decks, but it's still another tarot deck, so we'll see what comes out. Three of Pentacles. You're gonna get offers. You're gonna get offers. You're gonna get contracts. You're gonna get, I don't know, sponsorship opportunities, or opportunities to collaborate with other people. Use your discernment on those things, okay? Yeah. The Chariot. Um, I see somebody here signing a contract for a new house or for a new car. Also, like moving, like changing location, traveling in some type of way. The Tower, yeah. There's the Tower again. My goodness. Yeah. Yeah, these are going to be massive changes to things and things aren't going to go back to the way that they were. Nine of Pentacles again. To keep people. Spirit keeps trying to say to you, this Tower moment that you have coming up now is actually going to help you gain your independence and get you out of some energy, or break you away from something that really didn't serve you, or really hasn't been like who you truly are, or the place that you need to truly be in, mentally, psychologically, physically. It's this change, this Tower moment is coming. Yeah, it's an opportunity here again for you to find a new piece of solitude and independence, and to like really grow your garden. Oh wow, this change is gonna feel like home. You're gonna feel like, wow, like I'm more myself. I love the people that I'm surrounded by. I love the things that I do with myself. I love doing this. I love what I'm doing. I love the energy that it's putting out there. I love the energy that it's putting me in. Be careful with overindulgence. Justice, but this is your justice. Something here about the justice system as well. It's more of those contracts. Oh my gosh, I'm suddenly out of nowhere like getting like just tore up by mosquitoes. My goodness. There's an energy here too of you working on something and it like transmuting energy. So there's some kind of energy here of something that really like weighed heavy, that weighed heavily on you, or kind of like broke your heart, or left you in kind of like emotional turmoil in the past. Like it's like this is gonna help. That's more of that Nine of Pentacles. Like it's gonna help you. Like the work that you're doing is gonna help you work through that. Can I see those sirens in the background? Mm. Yeah, this is it might make you feel kind of triggered, or it might make you feel like, whoa, like, oh my gosh, everything's changing all at once, and what should I do, and oh my gosh, and all this and all that, and it might put up some like warning flags, or like it might make you feel very triggered. It might make you feel very kind of defensive. Especially if it's some kind of situation here where you're being like thrust into like I said, like the spotlight with that star card. Like you might just be kind of like, oh, like that's kind of bright. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Like that's kind of bright. And I hate that we even have to talk about this, but Five of Swords, I do feel like it's gonna make some people feel some type of way. This could be friends or family members. This could even be people that like exes or like ex friends or family member, like family members you don't talk to anymore or something. This could make people kind of feel like, this could also make people feel like, oh, you're so busy all the time, or you're doing this all the time, or you're all the time, like you don't have any time for us anymore, or you don't have any time for me anymore, you don't come around anymore, you don't talk to me like you used to, you barely ever answer my texts anymore. It might make people kind of, people might be kind of coming forward and making you feel like guilty about how you're choosing to like handle your time. Yeah, five of Pentacles. People feel like they don't have access to you anymore. And for some of you, that's a good thing, because some of the people that had access to you before, they really didn't deserve to have access to you. Especially if you're having success and that's making these people feel Five of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, all these changes. I think there's gonna be pros and cons, but really in general, this is a huge opportunity, something that you asked for. And again, the Page of Swords, it's coming towards you. And like I said, I don't think you see it coming. Queen of Cups, but it's really gonna fill you up. It's really gonna make you feel like wow, like I really made it. The Devil and the Temperance card. It could Temperance. It could bring some peace or some harmony to some kind of devil energy, some kind of like fears or doubts, or if you have kind of like this need for acceptance or a need for love, or this need to be, you're like, well, it's like, it might not be necessarily like toxic, but there is this kind of energy of you breaking away from some kind of shadow energy of maybe feeling like, oh, maybe I'm not good enough. That's why my product, or that's why my content, or that's why this hasn't been recognized enough, because I'm not good enough, I'm not doing enough, I'm not skilled enough, something like that. And it's like, oh, it's like, no. Ugh. People are very interested in what you've got. Like, it was just about divine timing and about it coming out at the right time. So it's bringing some kind of harmony to some kind of like fears and anxiety that you had here, okay? The Moon and the Knight of Wands. This is going to change how a lot of people feel and how they treat you, okay? So just be aware of that. King of Wands, like, yeah. It's going to have people really determined. Especially there's a few. There's a couple of very determined people from your past that are like, oh, so-and-so is blowing up. Oh, so-and-so is doing well. Like, I have to make my way back into their life. Like, I need to go back into their life and I need to be there, the Empress. Yeah. It's making... It's got people looking at you like you're the Empress. Like, whoa, like you're really powerful. Like, you're really something, the Fool. Yeah. And it has them feeling foolish for, like, turning away from you or not seeing your value or not seeing your worth or doubting you. Or having, it's kind of like, with you, like, tempering this kind of devil energy here, okay? It's this energy here of you having a brand new beginning and people being like, hey, wait, I want to come with you with this brand new beginning. That seems awesome. That seems cool. That seems like, really nice. I want that. I want that money. I want that. I want to be with you. I want to come and offer some kind of I'm so sorry. You could have people coming up and apologizing. Sorry, I doubted you. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you. Wow, you're doing so well. But Five of Swords. Spirit keeps saying Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles. It's going to have people acting different. And it's also going to make people that didn't have, like, it's like people that didn't pay attention to you or people that didn't have the time of day for you. Like, it's going to, like, your whole energy is going to shift and going to change. You know how that kind of energy where people say, like, oh, I went through this dry spell, and when I was single, nobody wanted to be with me. Nobody cared about me. No, nobody was worried about me. And then once I got into a relationship, suddenly now, Everybody and their mom wants to hit on me. Everybody and their mom. It's because there is this internalized affirmation of I am good enough. I am validated by the fact that I'm being recognized, I'm being seen. And so there is creating this glow from within of like, okay, now I feel like I don't need that recognition from anybody. Now I feel like I don't need anybody because I got it. You know, I got to experience it. And so now it's like, oh, I am that chick, I am that bitch, or I am that dude. Like, yeah, I got that. What is that? Did I say qual? Like, you know, it's that like when you, it's gonna change the whole vibe that you're in. You know, people are gonna be able to see that vibe of abundance around you because I felt like people really saw that vibe of stagnancy around you in the past. Okay, but with that, you coming to the realization and you climbing down out of that hangman tree, you going through that transformation process, magician, and you know, it's gonna make people be like, oh wow, like how did you do this? How did you change your life? Like how did you? And you're like, and maybe you have, maybe you've been being like, oh, I'm changing this and I'm going to manifest this into my life. I'm going to manifest that into my life. And you had a lot of people being like, sure you are. Sure you are. Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And then when it comes around, people are going to be like, holy crap, they actually did that? Wait. Oh, yeah. So I know I totally like didn't believe in you before, but like, how did you do that? How'd you do that? How'd you make that happen in your life? You're like, well, you might not really like it because one, I had to go into hangman energy. I had to literally go through this transitional process, right? Because that's how you get out of the hangman tree is you go through a death, right? Like you're not gonna like it, and then I had to, you know, I had to put it into what was I had to be really real with myself, introspect, and really, really deal with the emotional things that were making me hold myself back. And everybody's gonna be like, I don't really want to do that. And it's like, oh, there, that ambulance went by again. And it's like, well, judgment. Well, I answered the call. You know, I found out what my destiny was, and I, you know, or people are going to be like, why didn't you tell me you were working on this? Why didn't you tell me? No, because exactly. Because I've been keeping my manifestations to myself, you know, because I've been working on myself. It's this kind of energy of you like ducking off and then all of a sudden just coming out like fully transformed and like going through this major transformation. And now people are like, oh my gosh, wait a minute. For some of you, I'm hearing piquing my interest. Like, there are people that, like, didn't have the time of day for you before. And now they're suddenly going to have all the freaking time in the world for you. Just be aware. Just be aware of people's movements and people's actions and how people are changing around. Yeah, I'm hearing spirit say the way people move matters. The way people are acting matters. The way people are handling all of this, it really matters. 3 of Cups. Yeah. When you have this new table and this new life set out before you, be mindful of who you give a place setting to. Be mindful of who you bring along with you. And I'm not saying this in a way of just like, oh, they didn't believe in you and now you're on. Be petty and rub it in their face. It's like, oh, back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all want me, like whatever. It's not necessarily like that, but there is some kind of truth to kind of like that. It's like, don't do it in a petty way. Just do it because you're like, nah, you showed me who you really were. Like when I was down and out, or when I really needed a friend, or when I really needed somebody to believe in me, you know, you were like, yeah, no, okay, don't really believe in you anyway, you know, and you're just like, okay, yeah. And moving forward, now that you've seen the red flags, now that you've seen how things have played out between you and other people, be aware of the new people that you're bringing in and giving a place at your table. 2 of Cups. Be aware of these people and the way that they act and the way that they treat you. Don't ignore red flags if you see them. Ace of Swords, yeah. You've learned the truth. So Queen of Swords, use that truth, right? Hermit energy. Like I said earlier. You had went inside. I knew I saw something. You went inside and you've learned your truth. So just stand in that truth. And the spirit is going to put you in alignment with people. High Priestess, yeah. is going to put you into alignment who are also knowing their truth, you know? And now that you know the difference between people who aren't in their truth and people who are in their truth, you know, their truth doesn't have to be the same as yours, but it does need to be authentic. And look at that. All of that so that the king and queen of cups would come out together and land right beside each other. So you're going to find people who are going to be matching your energy. They're going to be matching what you're doing and how you're doing it. Look at that. Queen of Pentacles with that Ace of Cups energy. Yeah, and that's all going to be coming out. So trust and have faith in that. Spirit is saying the things that you have been waiting on, they were slow, but they're coming in. Yeah. Knight of Cups. They're coming in. The Sun again. The Emperor. The Strength card. Oh my gosh, look, and the King of Pentacles. King and Queen of Cups, King and Queen of Pentacles. I told you your energetic matches are coming in. So the more that you settle into your truth of being this person, the more that you're going to settle into people who, like I said, are going to show the matches, right? You're settling into this Empress energy, you're drawing Emperors. You're settling into this Queen of Cups energy, you're drawing King of Cups. You're settling into this, or vice versa, whoever. You're settling into this King of a Queen of Pentacles, or sorry, excuse me, energy. You're drawing in King of Pentacles. The Moon. And with that spirit energy, I'm hearing listen to your intuition. Be mindful, again. I'm just getting that. With that, be mindful of who you give a cup to. Who you give a place setting to here. Be mindful of the relationships that you're building up around you. Be mindful of the soul contracts and soul ties you're making with people. Get to know people before you give them a place in your new world. Okay? Because you kind of, the Sun energy, yeah. Because these people can be, you know, these people can be clouds trying to block out your Sun energy if you're not careful. Yeah, the world. Again, more emphasis on travel and as well as like brand new cycles. Like you're closing out all these brand new cycles. All this has come to light. You have all this brand new beginning. You have all these soulmate unions and reunions coming in. You have all this peace. Okay. So I'm not saying to be stingy, but I am saying, you know, be aware. What else do you want to say, Spirit? Okay. Closing messages for the collective. Have unconditional love for yourself, collective. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I also feel this energy here of you being really careful who you collaborate with or who you place in your circle around you, because those people are going to become very significant. Like, it's giving me this kind of like energy of like your friends and your family and people around you will be like investigated or kind of looked into, or like there would be a lot shown on them as well. Merkaba, movement, long distance, travel, excitement. Again, excuse me, this energy of travel, this energy of going from one cycle to another, this energy of going from one world to another. And with that Merkaba energy, it's like your energy rising and your power rising. Oops. Evens, mystery, reading between the lines, intuition. Again, there will be times when, spirit definitely will be asking you to rely on your intuition to be guided to the right places. Starseed, self memories, identity. Yeah. There will be parts of your true self that will be slowly being grounded. And with this rainbow here, I'm hearing like rainbow bridge. You might be like a rainbow star, like rainbow child or rainbow starseed or something like that. You might have a rainbow child that wants to be reborn here into your life. Okay. Golden ratio, beauty, nature, patterns. Yeah. So be aware of the signs and symbols that you're being shown around you. Okay. And grays, timid, misunderstood, and shy. So you could have Spirit is asking you to, with that full moon behind them, to release this shy and timid energy and to step into your true like boldness, your true. That's so crazy because this is the card I was seeing in my mind's eye. And it says resilient, bold, and sassy, which is why I said bold. They're asking you to leave behind this timid nature of kind of questioning yourself and questioning what you do and like really going into this like understanding of who you really are. Philosophy, releasing karma. You're releasing karma from this energy and romance, soulmates. And yeah, like you're coming into alignment with soulmates who really match up to your energy. This is beautiful energy, you guys. I'm really happy for you. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today, okay? If you want to get a reading from me, a personal reading from me, the information is down in the description box down below. Thank you guys so very much. I hope this brought some love, light, or clarity into your life, okay? Thank you to your spirit guides for guiding you here, as well as my spirit guides as to helping me guide through this, all right? And I hope you get the love, light, or clarity that you're looking for. Like the content if you liked it, and I will see you lovelies in the next one, okay? Thank you guys so very much, and I will see you later. Bye!